I grew up watching YouTube a lot. As a kid, I watched channels like Tomska, Smosh, and other channels that did nothing wrong. And as I grew up, I transitioned to different channels like Jay Schlatt, Ted Nivison, and other channels that did nothing wrong. Naturally, as a kid watching these videos, I decided that I needed to make my own. So I did. And they sucked. Don't go looking for them. I don't think you could find them anyway. Just don't. I took a break for a few years to focus on more important things, and then I picked it back up again in high school. Let's watch one of my first videos.
Hello everyone. Today I thought it'd be a really fun day.
Oh yeah, you sure sound like you're having fun, huh? Eventually I made videos that didn't suck, and I actually found some decent success, as you can see on this channel. At first I made videos as a hobby, which is honestly how I think you should approach making content if it's not your full-time job. But slowly but surely my mindset started to shift. It went from something I wanted to do to something I needed to do. For 4 years, I was obsessed with making videos. If I wasn't making a video, I was thinking about making the video. I was so convinced that YouTube was the only path for me in life. All throughout high school and all throughout college, I thought to myself, oh, I'm just going to do YouTube anyway, so why should I even try? It's actually a significant reason why I even dropped out of college. That's crazy. Then one day, after I had just finished my video, it was time for me to make my next one. So I came up with an idea, started to write a script, didn't like it, came up with another idea, didn't like it, came up with another idea, didn't like it, came up with another idea, another one, another one, another one. No matter what I came up with, I hated it. Even when I took video making seriously, I always prioritized making videos that I wanted to make first and foremost, mostly for the long form videos. The short forms, eh. For me, I feel like the video quality is better if it's something I actually want to talk about. I knew what it was like to make videos that I did not like making, and I did not want to do that again, especially since I was already kind of doing that while making shorts, and I hated making shorts. So I wanted to avoid that as much as possible. But here's the problem. There wasn't a single idea that I could come up with that I was interested in making a video on. Not one. I had lists of hundreds of ideas, literally hundreds of ideas, and not one of them stuck out to me. That's insane. Then there was another problem I had to deal with: my perfectionism. Everything in the videos that I made had to be absolutely perfect. Otherwise, it was wrong. Was my grammar right? Am I centered in the camera? Does my mic sound okay? Does it sound like I have a cold? Will that bother people if it sounds like I have a cold? Should I cut out that breath I just took, or should I leave it in to make it sound? Should I cut out my stuttering as well? Would it be funny if I were to eat Taco Bell right here, or would that be too random? Should I eat before playing Tony Hawk for gameplay footage, or will people be able to tell that I'm hungry based upon how I do my ollie? You get the point. I'm only slightly exaggerating, by the way. This was a serious issue I had to deal with, and it was the reason why I wasn't able to really make anything, really. But that wasn't all. There was, in fact, another problem. My entire channel is based on video games. It's almost the only thing I've done with my life up to that point. And I made it broad where I talked about basically anything I want to talk about video game related. But then I lost interest in video games entirely. Not entirely, but basically entirely. Even the games that I had an interest in, like Minecraft or Undertale, I could not for the life of me make videos on those either. I just didn't care about making anything video game related at all. All of these problems basically collided all at once, leaving me stuck and not really certain where I should go from here. And to be honest with you, this scared me. I knew that I should make something, anything really, but I just couldn't force myself to make anything that I wanted to make, or even that I didn't want to make. I just couldn't do it. So I had two options: force myself to make something that I did not want to make, or quit. I did not want to quit at all. I gave it my all trying to do something, anything that I found fulfilling or interesting. I thought about starting over completely and doing something else entirely. But even that just didn't interest me. I just didn't want to do it. At some point, I knew that I had to face reality. I had to leave YouTube behind for good. which is why you're watching this video. When I took a step back from making YouTube videos, I felt free. Like the chains that had been binding me all this time were finally gone. Yeah, right, they were actually heavier. The guilt that I felt during this time was overwhelming. Throughout all my life, like I said earlier, I thought for certain that YouTube was my only way, my only path in life. And when I decided to quit, I didn't know what to do. I even wondered, like, what's the point of life? Not in like a, like a follow your dreams kind of way. I'm fine. And for a while, I was just kind of drifting along in life, just not certain what it is that I should do or what path I needed to take. I took on a full-time job, which helps fill the time. And I'm a Christian, so I know for a fact that there is a higher purpose beyond what I know to see right in front of me. But I didn't know what that was. And I felt lost because of that. Part of it was because I didn't make videos anymore, but another part was because, again, I lost interest in basically my only hobby, which was video games. I still enjoyed them from time to time, but I do not play them nearly as much as I used to. I went from playing them like 12 hours a day to now where I can be content playing an hour a week. So, what do I do now that I have all this free time to do whatever I want? Watch YouTube, of course. Throughout all this time, I was addicted to watching YouTube. I don't need to go too in-depth about this because you know what it's like. You're addicted to watching YouTube. You know that it's a problem. How do I know this? Look at you. Because I've watched so many videos in my lifetime, I have become more critical of the platform as well as the creators. Like, for example, shorts are a ridiculous problem. They are killing people's attention spans. You already know that. And as far as the creator side, their tricks that they use are just downright stupid. For example, people will intentionally misspell words so that you comment and say, hey, you misspelled this word. People will intentionally misspell words so that you drive their engagement in the video up. That's just downright stupid. I hate it. That's not to say that everyone on YouTube does these things. There are some people who make genuine videos who are genuinely trying to help people, and I think those videos are actually quite good. Just think about what you watch. Is it true, genuine value, or is it just garbage? Most of it's garbage. Let's be frank. This video might be garbage. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. I did manage to cut down on the amount of time I watch on YouTube significantly. For shorts, it was honestly really easy. I went from watching for hours today to cutting it cold turkey because I saw what I think was basically like an AI Minions children's video or something like that on my feed. And I was so disgusted that I decided never to watch shorts again. And it worked. It was really easy. And I still watch long form videos from time to time, but not nearly as much as I used to. I mean, it can get pretty bad sometimes, but it's not like every day. It's not like, am I coping? I don't know. And since I wasn't watching YouTube as much anymore, all of a sudden, I had all this free time on my hands. What is a man to do? Watch anime. I watch anime. But along with that, I decided I needed to try something new for once in my life. And I decided that it was time for me to, as the kids say, lock in. I decided to prioritize my health for the first time in my life. This is what I used to look like. Clearly it worked. I hated who I was back then. I hated the way I looked. I hated that I got heart palpitations every, like, twice a week or something. I wanted to be confident, And it worked. And I've also been going to the gym, which helps fill the void of all the free time that I had. But that void isn't completely full yet. There still feels like there's something empty, something that only creativity can fulfill. Throughout all this time, YouTube was kind of beckoning me on, telling me to come back, make videos, it's all in my head, it doesn't matter. Even in school, I've always enjoyed writing, so I knew that I had to express myself creatively in some way. So I knew that writing was the key, basically. And I especially felt this way after I decided to take a break from making YouTube videos. But despite how I felt, I said no. I wasn't going back. I told myself that I was done. completely with making videos. And to be honest with you, I was happy. I was satisfied with the direction that my life was going. I no longer felt the need to make content anymore. For the first time in my life, I was free. Then I watched Look Back. Look Back is a story about two girls who want to make it as manga artists until one of them decides to go to art school and they get separated. After an event, look, I'm trying to be as broad as I can, okay? Fujino, the now publicized manga artist, looks back at what could have been if she didn't make manga. And I thought it sucked. So I read it instead. For some reason, only after reading it did it finally click. This page right here, it's not numbered, I don't know what page it is, I'm sorry, has Fujino basically saying, oh, I don't even like making manga. And then the other girl's like, then why do you do it? Hold on. You see that? Look right there. Look right there. She makes manga for her. Looking at that page made me take a step back and ask myself why I even made videos in the first place. And to be honest with you, it was for myself. It was for my own fulfillment and for my own gain. I made videos because I wanted to make them, because I wanted to feel fulfilled in the videos that I wanted to make. That's not to say that finding fulfillment in making videos is a bad thing. In fact, I think that's actually necessary, but it shouldn't be the only reason why you make videos. Because for me, at least, the only reason that I was doing it was for me. No wonder I hated doing it. All this time, there was something that I was forgetting when I was uploading to YouTube. When you upload a video to YouTube, people watch it. People like it. People want to see more videos. Not everyone will resonate with your videos, but some of your videos might leave an impact that nothing else can. And even if there's just one person who enjoys the video that you make, it's worth it. My relationship with YouTube is two-sided. A part of me hates it. There are so many videos out there that are just a waste of your time, basically. Whether it be they're trying to sell you scams, or they're just screaming or complaining about nothing. And the platform, you ever look at YouTube Studio and look at these numbers right here? What do these numbers mean? I don't think even YouTube knows. Why are you supposed to adapt to this? You can't. These numbers exist just to tell you that you're not good enough. That's their only purpose. And that's disgusting. But on the other hand, part of me loves this platform. It's a platform where people can express themselves in a way that hasn't been seen in human history. And for every 500 videos that are just a waste of your time, there's one that's a true gem that you cherish for the rest of your life. You watch these videos to find the gems. They're so hard to find, but they're so worth it. No matter how much I just want to throw my phone away and live in the woods, YouTube is a major part of our lives today. There's no escaping it, honestly. So instead of trying to escape it, I guess I have no choice but to embrace it, huh? Great. After reading this book, I felt the urge to create something, anything really. And for some reason, it's this, the video you're watching right now. For the first time in a long time, every part of the process has come naturally to me. Sitting down, writing the script, it just flowed. All on the page. Sitting down here, recording this video, I'm still not used to, going off script and whatnot, but it's still pretty straightforward and relatively easy. I'm not nearly as insecure about this as I used to be. And the editing portion is going to be relatively straightforward too, because it's just, a few clicks and whatnot. Not like the absolutely intense editing like I used to. For the first time in my YouTube career, I didn't question every step of the process. I wasn't insecure about any of it. I knew what I was doing, and I did it. And for the first time, once again, making a YouTube video was simple. And I can say now, sitting here almost done with the video, that I love it. I believe you should make videos for two reasons. The first being that you actually enjoy doing it. If you hate doing it, then there's no point, because you'll hate life and your video quality will suffer as well. But you shouldn't do it purely for your own gain, because the second reason is that you want to give people value. What value means is up to you, whether it be a lesson that they can take away or just pure entertainment. But if you don't make videos wondering what people will think, then honestly, what's the point? What's the point of even pushing upload? I hate YouTube, but I love YouTube. It's a very toxic relationship. A lot of people would say, hey, maybe you should cut it out. But for me personally, I know for a fact that I can change her. So after watching this video, if you're still uncertain if you should make videos at all, my answer is really simple. No. Goodbye.